really excited to show about is this. Okay, so I have this and agents and skills that are there. So, like the main game that is there in LLM is like saving your context as much as possible, main context, and then uh, yeah, saving your context as much as possible. Uh, and outsourcing where you can do some research. That is why there is a concept of sub agent because you don't want to bloat your main context. And whatever context also you are loading, you want to be very specific so that your design works very well. Now, how I maintain full repo is that, like, suppose we start with the main stage is like the project inception state, like idea refining state. Now here, I have a agent called Spec. Now in Spec, if I show you my agent, in Spec, you just give your detailed initial thought process of the idea, and then do a multiple prompts back to back to refine your ideas. And once you have the idea ready, then you can it will generate a spec file for you. Like I can show you my documents that are there. Yeah. So spec will have like something like this. Like this will be a very detailed tech stack and all. Now this will be a live document that will be there. You read it, I would say you definitely should read it completely. And then if you have any thought process that you want to update it, you prompt to update it, right? Now, once you have this ready, next comes the implementation phase, like high level implementation, how it will look like architecture, deep dive into a right. Now, like suppose you don't want like your context to bloat up further, right? So there are ways that because you cut off your this session and you start a new session, but what you need to do now so that it has this memory of what it has done till now is that you run one context engineering skill. Like I can show you. So I have a skill called context engineering. Now this loads whenever you start a new session, just load this, and then you will have your context will be of the and it will read from all the information that you have loaded. That will become the memory for the agent, and from there it can carry on, and as I say, it will be ready. Then you can like use a plan agent, and then implement create your implementation plan. Again, read this very properly. This will divide your task now into like your overall plan into phases and tasks. Now, if you directly go and start implementing this, like there can be some tasks, like I'm currently working on four other projects, like that can be very complex. They can be like, and each task can require very thorough, multiple, like dividing into subtasks and all. So I would not recommend you go about and just implement this. Maybe if you implement it, it can work. Yeah, but the quality of the code might not be very good. What you can do is then for each task, you again in this session, you create your context, set your context, and then you say keep plan task one for me. So what it will do is you will start creating uh, uh, plan level analysis for you, like how task one can be done. So you can prompt something like, hey, plan agent, like uh, uh, plan task one into multiple subtasks. And you can enhance this with certain skills, like do some test-driven development, or you do some. So there are three kinds of development. When you do your idea analysis, you do a spec is spec driven development. When you're doing your implementation, then you do either a test driven development or you do a source driven development. So once you do that, you can use anything. And what's the good part about having an agent is that you can tell it what skills it has access to. Like suppose if I show my plan agent, it will have a skill, right? Planning and task breakdown. So this skill will help it to break down into tasks. And then I have sub agents that I can trigger. Like suppose I have done some implementation, right? Or in my planning design, I want to do my security auditing, my code review at very thorough at this stage only. Then these sub-agents will run. They again in the sub-agents I have set context. So when the sub-agent will be launched, it will set the context and then it will do the code review. It will do the security audit and it will create files like review checkpoints or your security audit checkpoints, right? You can see like medium, low info or like this kind. So what this help, this becomes like this full doc folder. This becomes like a very good context overall for the LLM, whichever you are using, and then you can get a very good quality project. What I would say, like, but while you are implementing, be very thorough what you are implementing and understand what is being generated. Right. And you will get to learn a lot, right? At the scale you can learn, like I complete this project. I started in Friday night. I think by Saturday night, this was completely end-to-end ready. And I learned so much from doing it. And by like this is Tuesday, and I already have four other projects that are ready and that are completely managed by my agents, and I'm just reviewing the plans that are there and wherever I see the plan needs modification, I'm modifying. But it's so interesting. Like the time between your idea to execution is so small. Like if I show you my GitHub, right? I started profile. So I have this live resume, like so yeah. Fine. Okay. So you see, like since I started, I've contributed 135 commits on April 12th. Like this is the scale that I'm able to work on is just amazing. Like literally once you like start using it with Opus kind of 4.6 kind of model, you won't be able to stop. Like it's very addictive. Uh, okay, now let me show the code. Okay, so now suppose you have what I do once I implement few of the tasks, I again run a test engineer or a security auditing or a code review overall. After that, in each of my code review and my security auditing, I have written them in a way that they whatever issues they identify at that time, they raise a issue in the GitHub for it. I can show you like suppose this repo. My yeah. Okay. Now, if you go to issues, closed issues, so you see issue by code review, issue by security. So these are auto-generated issues. Now, how about I solve this? And to solve this, I have a different agent that I have created. This is called issue orchestrator. Now, issue orchestrator, you can ask it to triage a specific high severity or whichever you want to, or you can instruct it. Like I have all the detail actually. If you like, this become too like how to use this, like how idea refining and everything, and plan like define, plan, build, verify stages, and how you can use each of your sub like agents. I have wrote it somewhere down. Yeah. So yeah, you can review, you can plan, you can issue orchestrator these things. You can either try out everything or you can try it. Now, let me show you this very interesting thing that happened yesterday. I received one issue in the night. Someone in the Reddit posted that whenever you restart your Claude Desktop, it's asking to validate and sign in again and grant the access again. For that issue, let me show you the where. So I think there will be something. This is closed. Was closed. Newest. Uh, okay. I'll show you in the create one PR or yes. So if I go to my Copilot, currently if I show you, I can see in my WHOOP repository, I can see agents. If I go to agent, all my agents will show up here. See, build cloud code review and issue orchestrator. So I asked issue orchestrator in that issue that like The user has forced this and just do a triage for this. It understood that obviously I had the hunch that it just that the token is not persisted, and it wrote the code, and I just tested it before this recording and published the fixed version with updated change log and all, and this worked perfectly. So it's so easy to manage at least not just your task, like full project with this. Now, what you do, like suppose at now you have your task ready, right? Now you have implemented your task, and once you have implemented your task, you have everything ready. What you do? I have a ship agent that I've created. Now this will like this is not the hard rule that this agent will work in all projects. Whenever you start a project, you have to be very specific that those agents are well tuned for that project requirement, right? If it's a Python project, if it's a C sharp project, or it's a C++ project, then the same things will not or it's a front end or UI. Like I have few extra skills that are there. Those are not relevant in this project, but there are other projects that I'm working on in which it's relevant. Like suppose where there was for front end UI engineering. This has helped me in one latest project for exports were hard coded and all. It fixed automatically. So, and your test engineer agent. Now you just run your ship agents. It will audit everything and it will update your documentation. It will complete versioning and everything, update your change log, and it will finally publish to the NPM for you. So, like full this, even this README, this is completely managed by agent. So, yeah, that's how it is. I can show you like how it looks like. Yeah, this is the demo, and these are this is fine. Yeah, yeah, this is the access that you will be asked, and also like because I have been testing, like if you how it is done, like I have just created an MCP layer. Now the MCP, it's just very simple concept. It's like there is a middleware between your client AI and the API, right? And then that middleware can have a connection to multiple APIs so that your AI just need to talk to that middleware. Your otherwise now like AI models are so smart that they can directly talk to the like they can run the code directly on the system and then just connect with the API. But still, it's better like it's same kind like some kind of middleware is just what information like you don't want to load extra. Why do you want like every token is very important. Just think in this way. Like whatever context you're, that is why the skills and agents are so important that you are loading exactly what you want to load for your project to work. Once you have bloated your itna, you think there can be a chance of hallucination. You again set your context. But this works very well if you have from the starting your project has been built in this way. I'm still learning. There are a lot more things that are coming. Recently, I saw there's a Hums agent that has come that just evolve your skills so that you don't have to manually do that. But yeah, keep learning. I think by the next week, maybe this knowledge also might become irrelevant. But still, this is a very good time to try out. Uh, so yeah, yeah, this was a very quick demo and everything. Uh, I have this one. I really find this very cute. Uh, okay, but any doubt you have, just ping in the comment, or any specific topic you want me to make a video on, I can make on it. Um, uh, just put me a comment. Yeah, uh, yeah. All the best. Happy vibe coding. See ya.